Good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office on this Thursday morning. It's now the third day of April 2025. This is the morning briefing coming to you from the home weather office, and it's a little chilly outside, but man, it is a good looking morning. We have nothing but blue sky, and it's going to be another good looking day with one exception once again. And that's the crest of the Sierra and the west slope, where we did see scattered showers yesterday at elevations above, let's say, 2,500 feet. And we're likely to see that same thing again today. I'll talk more about that. But first, I want to go back a couple of days ago. Remember a couple of days ago at this time, we were talking about that chance of a tornado, and then there were reports that maybe there was one near North Modesto. Well, yesterday, the Weather Service in the afternoon confirmed that there was a tornado near Salida, and they put out something that's called a local storm report, an LSR, and I'm going to show it to you, and we'll just go through this, and then I'm going to show you how it looked on radar. So here it is. It says at 2:13 p.m. there was a tornado 2 miles east-northeast of Salida. So it says a brief EF0 tornado touched down 2 miles east-northeast of Salida at approximately 2:13 and was on the ground for 0.9 miles. That's pretty impressive. Until 2:15. The tornado moved through several orchards and 3 properties. Dozens of almond trees were uprooted and large tree branches were broken. Minor structure damage observed at the properties included a covered patio and roof material ripped off. A broken window, an outbuilding, and metal fencing was displaced, and a large trailer was lifted and moved approximately 20 feet. Estimated max wind of 76 miles an hour. Estimated path width of 70 yards. NWS damage survey conducted in partnership with the Stanislaus County Office of Emergency Services. So an EF0 with winds of 76 miles an hour. But this is very typical of the type of damage that we get from a tornado in Northern California. Well, anywhere in California, really. But the tree branches down, fences down, roof material ripped off. This is very consistent with the type of storms that we see. So, yes, while there wasn't a warning for this storm, there certainly was a tornado here. And very interesting. Now, while we don't have anything on radar right now, unlike Cher, I do have the ability to turn back time with radar. And so with that, I'm going to show you the way it looked at 2:13 p.m. on the radar. So this was the reflectivity at that time. Here's Salida, and this is 2 miles northeast of Salida. So there is the cell itself. And then here is the velocity data. Now, this doesn't really look that different from what a lot of cells looked like that afternoon. But if you look at this and we inquire, this is a wind going away from the radar at 29 miles an hour. And right next to it, we have pixels that are going toward the radar at around 9 miles an hour. Now, keep in mind that this isn't that great, but this is exactly what you look for. You want the red pixels right next to the green pixels. And yeah, so that was the way the tornado signature looked on radar. Now, let me widen out a little bit, because as I said, you could find this in a number of spots on the radar. So it really isn't a wonder that there wasn't a warning that came out with one of the for this cell especially, because we saw this sort of thing in a number of the cells. Like this one up in Loma Rica, we were looking at that one in the afternoon. There was actually, this is the one that eventually produced the tornado warning because there was some circulation in there. But there were a lot of spots where we were seeing circulation, and certainly a lot of places where we were seeing cells. But yeah, it was a busy afternoon, no doubt about it. But that's the way it looked, and I just wanted to point that out. That yes, indeed, there was a tornado back on April 1st. And yeah, if you look at the big picture right here, you saw a nice little cell here near Lincoln, another one here just northeast of Stockton, but it's this one that at that time was producing a tornado. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to the satellite this morning. And as you can see, it is a beautiful morning. We have clear sky throughout the area. The valley looking lush and green, and everything is in bloom. And as we zoom in a little bit more, you'll see the snow-capped Sierra with mainly clear skies in the Sierra this morning. But with this flow coming down out of the north and a little bit of instability, we're likely going to see showers and thunderstorms. No, not thunderstorms, showers develop this afternoon on the west slope. And for that, let's take a look at the HRRR. So let's just go through the day. We keep clear skies. It stays relatively cool. Temperatures likely below the average of 70 or maybe close to that in the valley. This is around 5 o'clock this afternoon. Showers down to about 2,500 to 3,000 feet. So for those of you along Highway 49 and up the hill, look for afternoon clouds and the possibility of a shower. And above 4,000 feet, that may even be a brief snow shower. It won't get any farther down the hill than that, and once the sun goes down, everything dissipates. But yeah, so a different forecast for the valley. The valley will have bright sunshine today, but during the afternoon, if you look to the east, you'll be able to see clouds that are on the west slope of the Sierra. And I think this will be the last day of that. As we head toward the weekend, the weather looks like it's going to be really nice. Here is our 500 millibar chart. Deep trough over the area, and it's that flow into the Sierra that gives us the chance of those showers, enough cold air for a little bit of instability over the Sierra, but just enough to pop showers. Here's our ridging for the weekend. Yeah, the weekend looks great. Saturday is great. Sunday during the day should be okay as well. But as we head into Sunday night, there is a little system going by that will provide a few showers. But I think the timing will work out okay, that if you have outdoor plans on Sunday, it's going to be fine. And both Saturday and Sunday, we should see daytime highs in the range of the mid-70s. So it's going to warm up. And then beyond that, there's more ridging. Actually, next week looks like it's going to be really, really nice. What day are we up to now? We're up to next Thursday. So we're doing pretty good here. Oh, this just caught my eye. Next Thursday is the first day of the Masters. Maybe some rain going through. Next week I'll be highlighting Masters weather. And then we have the possibility of something coming back our way by the middle of the month, around 14th, 15th, 16th, something like that. We have the possibility of maybe seeing another shower in the area and some more cold air as well. So, yeah, well, next week looks good. We'll have to keep our eye on the middle part of the month. Let's go to the GFS and look at that chance of showers that we'll see on Sunday. So Saturday looks nice. This is Sunday morning. This is Sunday at 5 and 8 p.m. So a little something goes by. We may see a couple of tenths of an inch of rain, and then that dissipates and everything goes by. And well, like I said, next week looks good. Now we're getting into the 12th, 13th. This is around the 14th, 15th. Colder air, the 540 thickness line, once again way down to our south, meaning temperatures below average with the chance of showers. And who knows, maybe the chance of thunderstorms once again. Keep in mind also that that is 10 days out. And we all know how things 10 days out can change. So, yeah, right now, the next few days look nice, a little bit warmer, especially as we head toward the weekend. All right, for those of you that have made it this far, I also have something else I want to tell you about. This is exciting. Back in February, some of you, attended a photo event that I did at the David Gerard vineyards, and that went very well, and it was nice to see a lot of you. Now, for those of you that are interested in photography, I have another event coming up. I'm pretty excited about this. So let me show you that. This is with Action Camera. They have an anniversary event coming up on the 25th to the 27th, and they have speakers, a 3-day extravaganza celebrating the art of photography and videography. And look at the speakers here. We have people from Nikon, people from Sigma. Oh, then this idiot. Yeah, there's me. I'm going to be talking about photography, but they have people from Canon, basically all the camera companies like Tamron, Sony over here. A lot of people talking about equipment as well as just what they do for photography. So yeah, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there on Saturday afternoon. Let's see, so that would make it the 26th. Yeah, Saturday the 26th, and I think it's at 4 o'clock. I'll put in a link in the description if you want to attend. Now, again, this is going to be mostly a photo thing, so if you want to come chat about weather, this isn't really going to be angled toward that, and it's also pretty limited. I think the room seats around 50, maybe 55 people, something like that. But for those of you that do have an interest in photography and you want to hear me talk about some of my photos, check the link that I'll put in the description. That's everything I've got for you this morning. Make it a great day. I'll talk with you later.